Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, Oshkosh 2025, the final huge tally. The Christen Eagle is back. Seattle billboard protests Blue Angels at Seafair Air Show. Welcome to Airborne-Unlimited. I'm your host, Helen Bley. Let's get into today's stories. Oshkosh 2025, the final huge tally. The final numbers are in, and EAA AirVenture 2025 has once again outdone itself. According to the EAA, the event drew approximately 704,000 visitors to Wittman Regional Airport in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, beating last year's record by 18,000. Visitors came from 94 countries, and camping areas were packed, with over 15,000 sites accounting for 40,000 people staying on the grounds. Aircraft arrivals across east central Wisconsin topped 10,000, including 16,246 takeoffs and landings at Wittman Field alone between July 17th and July 28th. That averages out to about 108 movements per hour during operating times. On display were 2,543 show planes with 995 vintage aircraft, 910 home builts, 361 warbirds, and a handful of everything from ultralights to balloons. Commercial exhibitor numbers hit 962, another record, while more than 1,600 workshops, forums, and presentations filled the 65 venues on site. The massive volunteer staff kept things running, contributing an estimated 300,000 hours of volunteer labor in a single week. EAA AirVenture 2026 returns next year, July 20th through the 26th. After the break, crop duster shooting leaves authorities puzzled.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name, an indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits with more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most: time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
Direct Fly USA proudly introduces the new Alto NG, a single-engine, two-seat light sport aircraft for the North American market. This simple, all-metal aircraft design provides low-maintenance cost, easy, comfortable access, and responsive flight controls. Equipped with the Rotax 912 engine and a ballistic parachute, the Alto NG is reliable and safe. Learn more about the Alto NG at directflyusa.com.
It's time to upgrade your power plant to the first FAA-certified clean sheet engine design in over 60 years. Delta Hawk's jet fuel-powered liquid-cooled turbocharged engine produces turbine performance at 40% better fuel efficiency of typical reciprocating engines, while also achieving exceptional reliability and significant reduction in cost of ownership. Reserve your engine package today at deltahawk.com.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Crop duster shooting leaves authorities puzzled. Authorities are still confused after a crop dusting aircraft was shot at while flying over Boone County, Indiana on Friday, July 18th. The Thrush S2R510, registered November 912 Mike Charlie, owned by Mid-Continent Aircraft Corp., was conducting agricultural operations when the incident occurred. Fortunately, the pilot was able to land safely and no injuries were reported. The Boone County Sheriff's Office confirmed the incident. The FBI and FAA have been notified and are assisting with the ongoing investigation. Photos show bullet damage to the aircraft's interior, including punctures through structural and control surfaces. Legacy of SIU student lives on through EAA Scholarship. Joseph, or Joey Ermel, a dedicated aviation student at Southern Illinois University, lived by a simple motto: just do your best. In 2021, only 2 months after earning his license, Joey's life was tragically cut short in a motorcycle accident. As of January 2024, his legacy continues to soar through the EAA's newly established Joey Ermel Do Your Impeccable Best Tailwheel Endorsement Scholarship. Created with a $25,000 commitment from his family, the scholarship is designed to support young aviators working toward their tailwheel endorsement. Ryanair drops 3 airports as French air taxes rise. Ryanair announced plans to cease flights at 3 French regional airports and cut its total capacity in response to the French government's excessive hikes in air taxes. The low-cost carrier says it's reducing capacity in France by 13% at least through the upcoming winter season. The cutback will result in 750,000 fewer seats and the cancellation of 25 routes. Ryanair's move comes on the heels of the French government's decision to increase its airline ticket solidarity in March. Delta pilot pulled from the cockpit on child sex charges. A Delta Airlines first officer was arrested on July 26 directly from the cockpit of a commercial flight at KSFO, following a months-long investigation into serious child sex abuse allegations. The pilot was identified as 34-year-old Rustam Bagwagar of Florida. Bagwagar was taken into custody after Delta Flight 2809 from Minneapolis touched down. Bagwagar faces 5 felony counts of a sexual act with a child under the age of 10. He was held at a detention facility in Martinez, California, with bail set at $5 million. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. The Christen Eagle is back. One of aviation's most beloved aerobatic biplanes is now back in production under its original name, the Christen Industries Eagle. Rights to the Eagle were purchased out of the Aviat collection by long-term admirer Chuck Therriault. Therriault's passion for all things Eagle has been clear since he was 8 years old, when he first saw the aircraft take the stage at AirVenture in Oshkosh. As soon as Therriault graduated from high school, he decided to pick up an Eagle of his own. He finished the build of November 328 Charlie Tango in 2003. During this time, the original designer, Frank Christensen, transitioned rights to the Eagle line from his own, Christen Industries, to Stuart Horn's Aviat aircraft. However, with Aviat also being the primary owner of the Husky and the Pitts, the Eagle had found itself on the back burner for several years. This all changed with Therriault's purchase of the Eagle line, made official just days before this year's EAA AirVenture Oshkosh. Therriault wrote, quote, "Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I'd be blessed to be the caretaker in charge of continuing the Eagle legacy, and hopefully so many more kids' dreams of one day flying and owning one," end quote. While the new owner wants to stay true to Frank Christensen's work, he has some additional ambitions for the Eagle's future. After these messages, Seattle billboard protests Blue Angels at Seafair Air Show.
I'm currently using the Hartzel Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartzel's been an excellent partner for Wittman, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Looking for a new generation of proven and efficient aviation power plants that boast modern engineering, electronic ignition, and both direct and gear drive systems? With 100 horsepower to 240 horsepower, the Skyline and Redline engines offer uncommon value in an overpriced industry. Whether you are looking for fixed wing or rotor, MW Fly Americas has been established to service the American market with dedication and expertise. MWFlyAmericas.com.
Welcome back. Seattle billboard protests Blue Angels at Seafair Air Show. Some residents of Seattle, Washington, it seems, are not happy that the U.S. Navy's Blue Angel flight demo team made an appearance at this past weekend's Seafair Air Show. As a symbol of their displeasure, the anti-patriots, calling themselves the Airshow Climate Action coalition of organizations, installed a billboard in the heart of Blue Angels territory just west of Lake Washington, where the weekend air show happens. This is not a new phenomenon. The group has been protesting the Blues for many years. They say the Blue Angels are causing harm to the environment, people's health, and traumatizing victims of war. One wonders if the Airshow Climate Action folks think about how much pollution they're exposed to annually from the cars, trucks, and other vehicles they are in proximity to pretty much every day. Their complaints also include noise, which is actually a large part of the attraction that brings the crowds to see them. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.